welcome back to where Ohio's Mother Nature has decided we needed the AC again. Because why wouldn't it be 80 degrees? I do not want to sweat. It is October. It's time to go away. It's time to be cozy. So, my AC is going to be on for the next several days while it cools off again. Like, why did it decide to do this? You tell me. I spent all of today, Tuesday, in the ER with my sister because, yeah, she was back. She's been admitted. She wasn't admitted to the hospital, but, she's in the ER. She was in the ER on Saturday. She was in it again yesterday, Monday, and it was in there today again. Yeah, because they throw out several different diagnoses, but we don't really know what's wrong. Like, first it was, she has a UTI that turned into a kidney infection. Okay, we can handle that, But then, it wasn't getting better by Monday with the antibiotics. So they went back, and they went, we don't know what's wrong. They redid her CT, they redid, all of her blood work, all of her labs. The white blood cell count was getting better, but, why is she in a severe amount of pain? That she's, literally rating a 9 out of 10. What? And she's, bawling. Why? And so they just sent her back home yesterday and said, if you need to bring her back, you might as well just bring her to the hospital because we don't know what to do with her. Because it's a small rural ER, aka this is we live in the middle of nowhere. So here's the farm ER basically, hey, I fell off my tractor and I broke a bone. Can you guys take a look? I mean, that's what they do. That's where I went when I broke my bones several times. I am very clumsy, okay? But anyway, so they went to the ER today and the ER went, let's do an ultrasound instead. I think we'll get better images if we do an ultrasound. So they did an ultrasound and then they thought her uterus was inflamed. So they thought she had pelvic inflammatory disease and that she had an infection in her uterus. And then they're like, we're gonna do a pelvic exam and go from there and do cultures. And so they did that and then they came back and we're like, hey, actually on your CT, it looks like your abdomen has a lot of, a moderate amount of fluid in it. More than there should be. Okay, where's the fluid coming from? They're like, maybe it's from her appendix. Because she was having, right side pain as well. But then they determined, it's probably not the appendix because, her pain comes and goes. And if it's your appendix, it doesn't come and go. And, I mean, she wasn't feeling pain when they were pushing around on her. But, also, they gave her painkillers. So, what are you gonna do? But, now they've decided that the current diagnosis is that she has a kidney infection that's getting better. But she also had an ovarian cyst that ruptured. So now she has to follow up with OBGYN either tomorrow or Thursday to see if the fluid is getting better. Because I think the fluid is blood from a ruptured cyst. So, that's fun. My mom goes, yeah, I'm probably going to ask if they just think she has PCOS because I have PCOS. My mom has PCOS. My grandma had PCOS. My cousin has PCOS. Can't say if my aunt did or not because she died a few years ago, so we can't really ask her. And I was diagnosed with this after she passed away. And but her daughter does, and our grandma does, and my mom does, and I do. So pretty strong genetics there. So yeah, might as well just find out. She's just gonna have this reoccurring issue because I also had this reoccurring issue for several years until they found the right things to make it stop doing that. Anyways, reading, okay. Monday, what did I read on Monday? I read some of the Christmas Countdown. Book comes out Tuesday, so aka today, I did not finish it. I really wanted to finish it before it came out officially, but, it didn't happen. Current goal was to finish it by Thursday. I don't really know if that's going to happen or not at this point, to be completely honest. Unless all I do tomorrow is sit down and read and then film a video and edit said video tomorrow and get it up on Thursday. But it's going well. It's going well. There was lots of angst. I wanted to bang my head against the wall at one point. I was like, I swear to God, if these two main characters don't get together, I am going to stab myself. What is wrong with you? And then they kissed. And they're like, oh no, but it was a mistake. And I was like, So then I had to put it down because I was so irritated. So then I picked up Order of the Phoenix, which I would reach for, but it's kind of over there and I kind of don't want to reach for it. And I read a good chunk. We are getting into the nitty gritty. I'm almost 50% through that one now. That's just my reread that I've been avoiding forever because I don't like the ending of the book. Because, if you read the book, you know what happens, and I don't like the ending. So I've been avoiding. But we're now 50% through. And then I picked up City of Fallen Angels. I'm probably going to finish this one last night if I had an extra hour. But it was already 11 o'clock, and I was like, I should probably go to bed because I was supposed to work today. Today I took off because my sister was in the ER again. So, okay, it's Tuesday night. I just finished it. 5 stars. Let's go on another vlog. You know, I got my Mortal Shadow Hunters vlogs going slowly, but they're coming, guys. I talk about it more in there. We finished this. Okay. Back to the first clip you guys saw. I was painting a pumpkin, so I did the background over the weekend. Now I'm doing the design on the pumpkin. It's for a work competition. PTO day is on the line. I really don't need the PTO day, but like I could probably like just use it, you know, for Good Friday, for Black Friday, because we don't get paid for Black Friday, but we also don't work Black Friday. And like, I could probably just use it for that, or you know, for today, you know, make those hours back up that I lost because of today. I mean, I have the hours, like I realistically have like a week of PTO left, but like, nah, you know, I don't know if they made me use it or not. I guess I'll find out tomorrow when I log in if they made me use it or not. We'll find out. I really don't care if I don't have a full 40-hour check this week, because one, we're getting paid 3 times this month already, and I also have 5 hours of overtime already on my check that's coming onto this check because I worked 5 hours of overtime last week. So it kind of like is balanced out, you know, you feel me? My plan though for the rest of the night is, it's like almost 10 and I haven't taken someone out to the bathroom yet. The one that's right there on the couch. I'm whispering so she doesn't hear me. But I need to do that, and then I think I'm gonna wind down, and I think I'm gonna bring the Christmas countdown to bed with me because it's on my Kindle, so I can read it in the dark. And you probably shouldn't read in the dark, but like I'm gonna read in the dark, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. And I think that's what I'm gonna focus on until I finish it, so that I can finish it. But okay, haunted library time. Okay, guys. Okay, so guys, we're down to like 6. Okay, I scrolled past it. Sorry. We're down to 6 books. 4 options. Paste my options. Okay, let me screen record. 1. I don't want anyone to make fun of me for my phone being 18%. I'm going to bed soon. You can see it's 9:48. It's almost time for bed. I'm just going to shuffle. Okay, it really zoomed in because I hit it too many times. Shuffle them bad boys up. Okay, spin. We have to figure out what my next book is. By the way, if you didn't know what was left. Family Upstairs, London Science Society, The Haunting Danielle, books 1 and 2, The Hacienda, Woman in the Library. Woman in the Library, remove it. Okay, beautiful. You know what? Am I already reading another audiobook? Yes. But we gotta put it down and I gotta go read this, which is okay because I was gonna go to the library today and get a new library card because I have never gotten a library card for where I live, and my other one's gonna expire and I can't renew that one because I don't live there anymore. They won't let me. So I have to go and read this. I thought I borrowed this already. Okay, that was so rude. It returned yesterday. What the hell? Why would you not tell me that? So now I'm going to borrow it at midnight. But it's fine. I'm going to borrow it at midnight. 2 nights in a row. Who would have thought? I finished the Christmas countdown tonight. I'm giving that one 5 stars. While it says Christmas on it, it's really not that Christmassy, which was kind of nice because, you know, it's a little bit early for Christmas. You feel me? I do need to charge my Kindle though, 'cause it's probably been about a month since I last charged it, and I think it's been telling me, I think it's just low. I think it's at like 20% or something, which really isn't low. Like I probably could manage for a while, but I feel like I should charge it just because I haven't in a long time. I did start The Woman in the Library for Haunted Library-a-thon here, and I'm like 17% in so far. So I'm a good decent way in, and I'm gonna listen to it a little bit at work tomorrow because my first patient is actually until like 9:20, something like that, and I go in at 7:30. So I'm gonna, while I'm doing paperwork, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook, but I also want a physical book for my lunch break. And I'm going to say that, guys. I'm going to say, I want a physical book for my lunch break. Watch me not read it on my lunch break tomorrow because my grandma talked about possibly going out to lunch on my lunch break because she has an appointment tomorrow to have her contacts checked. And I'm like, you know what? I probably ain't going to have time to read my book on my lunch break. But let's say plans change, because my grandma's also bringing my uncle to his carpal tunnel surgery tomorrow, and what if things get held up and we don't get to go to lunch, you know? So I'm still gonna pack my lunch and I'm still gonna bring a book just in case. So I am gonna pull up the wheel here, and since I only have physical books left on my choices for this month, you know, that's gonna really narrow down what we get here. So I'm just gonna shuffle. I guess I also didn't say Woman Library going well, kind of has Breakfast Club vibes, murder mystery, kind of interesting. Oh, you know, as much as I was kind of wanting the Haunting Danielle ones, I was really tempted to pick up the Hacienda next. So that's perfect. I love that we're doing the Hacienda because it's actually the one I really wanted to pick up. I think it's actually on the top of my stack over there. So I am gonna grab that and set it next to all my stuff for work. And then it is 11, so I kind of do need to go to bed. Like, look, this one's already half asleep. She opened her eyeballs because I'm talking. Thank you. Are you awake? She's done with me tonight. Good morning. I got a little bit because I got to wait for my car to frost because we live in Ohio and it's cold. Although I think the weather next week, there's like 2 days it's supposed to be 80 again. I'm like, if the weather can make up its mind, that'd be fantastic. Also, I forgot my sunglasses at my mom's, so like the sun's gonna be shining in my eyes like the entire way there, which is fantastic. So I'm going back to my mom's today. I think it was, we did you guys Thursday, all I did was start the Hacienda. That's pretty much all I did. I did read a little bit more on Friday night, and I read a little bit of Order of the Phoenix Friday night. And then yesterday, Saturday, I ended up finishing Woman in the Library, my last audiobook for Haunted Library. That was on my TBR, and 2 stars. It started out so strong. It started out like with Breakfast Club vibes, and then I just wasn't a fan of the writing, and the plot was so predictable to me, and I was like, I don't care about these characters at all. So it was just like fizzled. So yeah, 2 stars. Guys, I just didn't like it. You know, I just was having fun, but I finished it because I took the dogs for a walk. So yeah, I finished it. And then I was gonna pick up the Hacienda and hopefully try to finish it for Dewey's, but Dewey's is like over now because like it literally sat on my lap for 2 hours unopened while I scrolled YouTube Shorts. So yeah, I also got a new TV show yesterday. So I think I've said it before that Ghost Adventures is like my favorite TV show of all time. I watch like everything they put out, and I've been watching that since 2007 when their documentary released. And yes, I was 9 in 2007 and I watched this, but I watched a show I didn't know they had. I found it on Discovery Plus. I was just like scrolling for something to listen to in the background. I was probably just gonna turn on like Ghost Adventures, but then I found this and it was like the Haunted Museum, and Zach Bagans, lead investigator for Ghost Adventures, is the one who owns the Haunted Museum. I was like, is this about Zach's museum? I have to watch it. So I thought it was gonna be like more of like a sit down, listen to Zach explain the story behind stuff, or like maybe the people he got them from, listen to it. But it's more set up as I can't remember if it's called A Haunting or The Haunting or whatever. I want to say it's A Haunting, and it's like reenactments of different paranormal events, and that's what this is. It's like reenactments. I thought it was gonna be straight like, here are the facts, and no, it's like a reenactment, which I don't know if it's probably dramatized, I don't know, but it just like, it wasn't what I was expecting. And I watched literally almost the entire first season yesterday. I'm like I think I've just finished episode 9 out of like 10 yesterday, and some of them are 45 minutes, but some of them are an hour and 15-minute episodes, you know, kind of depending on what they are, but they're about different items in his museum, which I was like, man, this is a good show. So yeah, I like spent like the entire day doing that. And I did read some. I probably read like, I don't know, 30 pages out of this, but my goal today is to go ahead and sit down and like finish this. And then I did bring Order of the Phoenix for me to read as well, and then I think I was gonna start the Third Zodiac Academy, but we'll talk about that in next week's vlog. Bye guys.